extra lesson so that if you missed class, you will know how to fill in the paper that has your square root function, parent functions, and your cubic root functions, so that you'll be able to answer all of the questions when you go to do the practice work. So first, square root function. That's just y equals the square root of x. We've talked about the fact that if you do an x and a y value, when x is 0, y is 0. The square root of 1 is 1. And then we need a perfect square, so we're going to go all the way out to 4 and get 2. And then we're going to go out to 9 and we can get 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's the function. You can't take the square root of a negative number and get a real number. So when you're looking at this, the domain starts at 0 and continues to positive infinity. The range also, when you're going bottom to top, starts at 0 and continues to positive infinity. Our endpoint, that's 0, 0. We don't have a center or a vertex. It's just an endpoint. All right? The parent function for the cubic root. Y equals the cubic root of x. Notice the 3 is stuck inside the little check mark. Well, first, let's graph it. We have our x and our y table. 0, 0. The cubic root of 0 is 0. The cubic root of 1 is 1. And the cubic root of 8 is 2. Then, if we do negative 1, we get negative 1. And negative 8 is down here at negative 2. And this is our graph. The domain, notice, goes forever left and forever right. So that's negative infinity to positive infinity. The range is going down forever and it's going up forever. Negative infinity to positive infinity. The turning point, that's the center point here, that's 0, 0. That's the point when we go left, right, up, down. That's the one that we move. And then we do our parent pattern from that. Okay? Now, let's take a look at these. When you go to graph these, remember you're going to use the transformational approach. So, this is left 1, down 3. So I'm going to go left 1 and down 1, 2, 3. And then right 1, up 1, right 4, up 2. And you got the idea. The domain, since it went left 1, now starts at negative 1 and goes to positive infinity. Since it went down 3, it starts at negative 3 and goes to positive infinity. And the end point now is negative 1, negative 3. Right? Let's stay with the square roots, and we'll do the cube roots next. This one tells me that I reflected over the x-axis, and then I went up 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reflecting over the x-axis means instead of going up, I'm going to go down. So I'll go right 1, down 1, right 2, 3, 4, down 2, and then out here, oops, wrong one, right there, over 9, down 3. And I can graph. The domain for this one is a wee bit different. Well, the domain for this one is the same. Since we move left or right, we still go 0 to infinity. But the range, notice it's going down forever, so it's coming from negative infinity, and it's going to stop when it gets up to 6. The end point, 0, 6. let's try cubic roots. This one says that it moves to the right 2. So we're going to go to the right 2, then right 1, up 1. We can't quite go right 8, so we'll just keep it low. Then we go down 1, and then we go out here, out to here, and we come down. The turning point here is 2, 0. Now the neat thing about these guys is they're always negative infinity to positive infinity, because they're always going forever left, forever right, forever up, forever down. Okay? This one down here, we have a vertical stretch of 2. We went left 5 and up 4. So left 5 and up 4 puts my turning point at negative 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a vertical stretch means I go right 1, up 2, left 1, down 2, and then I'm going to go right 8, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and instead of going up 2, I'm going to go up 4, so I have this guy going on. Okay? And again, negative infinity to positive infinity, negative infinity to positive infinity. All right? These are just a couple of them to practice. I will say that it's much easier when the graphs are a little bit, the points are a little bit bigger, and they actually are a little bit better on your paper than on this screen tablet that I'm using. Okay? So if you weren't here, this is another set of notes that you can use to get yourself through all of this fun stuff. Okay? And I believe that was it. I don't think I had any more in here, right? Right. Okay.